Let me tell you a story.
Welcome to My Skeptical Sister.
You're the bossy boots one.
Oh, my Lord. Why?
I'm Megan the skeptical
talk
one.
For 6 seconds. It's Rue's the boss. Oh, my gosh.
Exactly 6 seconds.
Okay. Sorry. I'm Erin the Believer.
I'm Megan the skeptical one. Now we're totally off.
You suck. You ruined it.
Sorry. Or did you?
Oh my gosh. Last week, we were like, we're going to be quiet. And you took the loudest drink I've ever heard in my life.
Sometimes girls got to drink a drink.
So I just thought, I'll remind you. You even said, oh, I always think I can take a drink right now. And then it's so loud. And then we talked about that. So I was like, oh, I'll just remind you to be quiet for 6 seconds.
You just sounded a little extra bossy tonight. You're like, don't talk for 6 seconds. It was very specific. I'm like, okay, yes, ma'am. That's what I was thinking in my head because I couldn't say it out loud.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
You're such a victim.
How you hanging in?
Oh, girl. Listen, I don't want this to become a political podcast.
I believe we already have.
Yeah, you were right. And I
was.
am grieving now. And it's been a real dark week.
Yeah, I've never been so sad to be correct as the skeptical one.
My
Sorry
gosh.
about that.
I've been really doom scrolling on the TikTok that you left me on.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that app is obsolete, then goodbye.
The moment it went dark, she was like, I'll take it off my phone.
It's gone.
Why? Like, it's not going to hurt you that it's on there.
Oh, it just annoyed me. I'm like, this whole thing is annoying. This whole everything about. First of all, I'm annoyed at all of us.
Yeah.
Just as human beings in general.
Oh, yeah.
Like humans are getting on my nerves so bad right now. And the fact that we are so addicted to this app. And when I say we, I mean me as well.
Yeah.
So that annoys me. And then that whole
Yeah, it was ridiculous. And I think the
whole way
whole
it came
thing
down, the way it came back up, the whole, like that to me seemed like the biggest drama queen gaslighting thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yes.
And I don't want to have anything to do with it.
I know.
Except for that I do secretly love when you still send me them.
Which I now have to download to my phone before I can send them to you. And then I'm like, oh, my storage.
No, that's why I'm so annoyed with humans and myself. Because I'm like so torn. I'm like, ooh, fight the man. And then I'm like, but I also want to share my funny stories on Facebook.
I know.
It's so like hard.
I know.
But it's not hard. It's so privileged to have these stupid problems that it makes me just want to get rid of everything. But then I feel so disconnected. But then do I?
But then I'm so bored. I finally made the right choice and I got rid of solitaire.
Yeah.
It's not on my phone.
Look, girl,
what am I supposed to do now?
I actually feel like solitaire is the healthiest choice you could make right now.
I'm spending way too much money.
I don't care. Spend that money, girl. Spend that money gambling. At least you're not on Meta or TikTok or anything else owned by Trump.
It needs to be one of the two things. Like I either need social media, TikTok specifically. I could get rid of anything else. Or I need solitaire.
I say go solitaire.
And they're both bad for me.
Why is everything a vice?
I know. And I tried to play stupid 2 dots. The game is so boring.
Listen, it gets you for a little bit. And then it doesn't.
Yeah. I'm like, there's no stakes in this. And then like the minute it's too hard, I'm like, why am I doing this?
Yeah, this is frustrating.
Like, it is frustrating. And there's like not that much of a reward. Because the next level is also hard.
I'd say go Tetris, but it also is annoying because, of course, I'm going to cheap and I'm going to play the free version.
Yeah.
So every minute, I've got a perfect one coming up. It's going to land perfectly. And then it's like, it's time for a commercial. I'm like,
oh my gosh. Shut up with these commercials. I hate the commercials. You know what? I'm going to say something crazy.
Oh my gosh. I'm ready for it. Oh my gosh.
I'm going to say it and then I'm going to try my best to do it.
Let's get rid of TikTok.
I'm not going to get on Facebook, TikTok, or Instagram, any of them.
Okay.
And I'm not going to play any of my all my games. I know because I hate 2 dots and I'm not playing solitaire for the whole month of February, which is
you're going to have
the shortest month.
What could we call that? I'm trying to think of a nice, cute alliteration. Dry January is
olden days of Feb. No, I don't know.
That's not an alliteration. It's really weird.
But I think I'm going to try to focus on puzzles.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to focus on reading.
Okay.
And listening to audiobooks and podcasts.
Okay. Now, are you telling me you're also going to do this while going sober?
No, I've decided I'll still drink.
Again, At this point, it's a healthier choice, I
It's
feel
right.
like.
It's fine.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not going to give up on that right now. Who knows what this world is going to be? But I think maybe
Mhm.
I'm fueling it too much with my TikTok right now because
Yep.
I don't know if there is more politics than even there was before,
Oh,
or if
I'm sure there are.
or if my algorithm has gone so hard because I am
Mhm.
like, oh, show me something else.
Mhm.
Oh, you show me something else. Are you kidding me?
Mhm.
And I'm real angry right now. So
Well, and let me
I
tell you
think I need a
this.
break.
I am so far now into conspiracy theories. Plot twist.
Welcome.
Right. Well, I feel like we all are. I feel like somehow there's weird coin shift, like just flipped. And it's
I
like,
know.
oh, this is weird. Now we're the conspiracy theorists. But I think that that's on purpose. I think that your algorithm is purposefully
Yeah, it's for sure
giving you
is.
anger fueled. No,
Oh.
not just because it knows what you want. It's to make you fueled at anger and create more of a division.
Yeah.
And then they're trying to get us to fucking have a war.
Yeah.
And I'm done with it. I'm
Yeah.
like, no.
Okay, everybody, we just went on a rant that we had to cut all of. So I don't know where we left off.
Let me tell you, we got hot and we got heated, and it was
we were
we're
talking
passionate.
in hushed tones, which is weird because it's just the two of us in here plus Rue. Listen, I forgot to talk about this last week.
Okay, I can't wait to hear it.
And it goes hand in hand with this.
Okay.
Plus it's a little witchy boo-boo.
Okay. I like witchy woo woo.
And I get to talk about my dear friend Taylor, who gave me a cute haircut.
Oh, I love it. I love that you said it goes hand in hand with this. They're all like, you cut the whole part.
No.
You just
All
ranted.
the political, I'm pissed off,
Oh,
all
okay.
that.
Okay.
Okay, so I went and got my haircut and
Mhm.
then went over to Taylor's house and just spent all day. Like, she has
Oh,
the most comfortable
nice.
couch. I lounged on her couch. I drank bourbon. Preston came over. It was lovely.
Nice. And your hair looks adorable, by the way.
Thank you.
Good job, Taylor.
I still haven't quite figured out how to fix it.
Oh,
But
well, no. It always looks good the day that
I know.
that Whitney does mine. It's
Yeah.
like chef's kiss. And then the next day I'm like, well, this is the ugliest haircut I've ever had. Sorry, Whitney. But the day you do it, the day I walk out, I'm like, damn, girl.
I know. I keep sending Taylor a message. I'm like, what? How did you do that? And she keeps sending me.
What went wrong?
She keeps sending me curling iron links. I'm like, girl, it's not the curling iron. I got one of those. It's the user.
Exactly.
It's fine. But anyways, while we were sitting there sipping on bourbon on seriously the most comfortable couch I've ever sat on.
Well, did you ask her? Where did she get her couch? You're in the market for a couch.
I did. And she was like, I don't really like this couch. I'm like, okay, well, I
Well,
don't trust
just
that opinion, but
Take her couch.
yeah. No, anyways,
I mean, buy her couch. Don't just take her couch. That would
Sure.
be a little overstepping.
it just fueled me that I want a deep seat like the way this chair is.
Oh, okay.
They're so comfortable.
Yeah.
I'd like for my little feet to dangle off
Mm-hmm.
like I'm, what's her name? Edith Ann?
Edith Ann. But you know what? She
Edith Ann.
probably doesn't like it because she's taller, right?
That's true.
Mhm.
Well, who isn't?
Well, yeah, everybody's taller than us. But I think taller people don't like that. We
Okay.
short people like, oh, it fits us perfectly.
Yeah, it's very cozy. Okay, so anyways, while we were sitting around doing just, gabbing, she brought out tarot cards.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, I have no idea what we're doing. She said, all I want you to do is think of a question in your head and then
Pull one out.
pull that out. And that's the answer to that question.
Mm.
Okay, so the first one,
Okay.
we're going to go over this because while the first one is not political and
Okay.
kind of like frivolous, whatever, I was like, oh, okay, are we ever going to like make it bigger so that we're not
Oh,
begging
in this
for
podcast?
Yeah, so we're not begging for
Stories.
And this is what this card was, which was,
Interesting.
hold on, I should look it up. It was a very pretty naked lady at a beach
Well-
on the lake.
That is me once we make it. Girl, once we make it big, you wait till you see what I'm going to look like. It's really all I've been just waiting for my whole
That's
life.
right.
Just make it big and then damn, she's going to look fine. Are you getting verklempt because you're looking at my naked body on that beach?
Oh my gosh, you're such a nerd. Okay.
I mean, look at my nipples. They're amazing. Not
Well,
I mean in the card. You like looked up at me like I'm like actually.
why are your nipples out right now? Megan, put those away. Okay, it is a lady. I would guess it's 2 cups. I don't know.
Yeah, it is.
Should I just forward you these pictures?
I always want to see a naked lady on a beach.
Okay,
Who
hold on.
doesn't?
Okay, here's the first one
Okay, well, hold
that we're
on.
going to talk about.
Oh, what? That is not what I pictured her doing. I thought, wow, she is really naked.
She's like,
and very well groomed.
I want to say she's really big in this picture. Like she's a giant, but also why do I feel that way? It could just be a small
She's
puddle.
interesting, I will say. She is beautiful. What's going on with her head and her hair?
I don't know. But aren't the cards pretty? They're so metallic-y.
They are very pretty. So here's what
She
I was
kind of looks
picturing.
like Brooke Shields.
That's what I'm trying to
super
figure out.
naked, pouring water
Ooh, do you
into
remember
water.
that movie Blue Lagoon?
No.
Where she and her brother do it?
No.
Yeah, they do. They get like abandoned on. Okay, first of all, let me say, I said that like it was, but it is actually pretty sexy. While I don't condone it,
I'm
and
so
there
glad you
is,
don't have a brother all of a
and
sudden.
there is a big cringe factor. Huge cringe factor. It's still very sexy scene.
Oh.
And I was probably way too young to watch it because I was like, what is happening? Let's just say it woke some things up in me that I'm like, wow.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
also, I would say, recommend do not let your like 12-year-old kids have access to that movie because it's also very confusing. You're
Probably
like,
why I never saw it because I was 8 at the time.
yeah. Anyway,
Mom was like, I draw the line at 8.
but they're abandoned on an island.
Yeah.
Like they somehow, and then that's it. Like they're just going to be there for the rest of their lives, just the two of them.
I mean,
And then they start going
eventually.
through puberty.
Oh,
I
it's so gross. It's so gross.
I know.
Yeah, wow.
And I mean, like that's what the movie is about.
They're just doing it the whole time? Is it a
Well,
porno?
it's all about it's about like how their relationship shifts. And I'm like, who wrote this? And also weirdly, thank you. I don't know.
And also apologize.
Like now, adult Megan is like, oh my gosh, that's disgusting. Whoever wrote that. But 12-year-old Megan was like looking through my fingers like, oh my God. I don't think you're supposed to do that with your brother, but he is hot. And they are both very good looking people. So you can't not look.
Yeah, that's a lot.
And then you got to just tell your little 12-year-old, right? They're just actors. They're not really related. This is hot.
That is helpful. I have a hard time, like Ross and Rachel, not Ross and Rachel, Ross and Monica are actual siblings in my brain.
Oh, are they not?
Dexter and
yeah, they're
what's her name?
married,
Deb.
right?
They're divorced now, but they were married in real
Oh.
life, and I'm like, but that's your sister.
Yeah, that's really
But then
weird.
they wrote in the storyline that she fell in love with him, and I was like, this is also weird.
Yeah, that's weird.
Well,
That was really weird.
I
Twisted
didn't. Oh,
Dexter.
spoiler on old Dexter.
Yeah, sorry,
It's been out for a long time.
but that was
I
a
did not
really
like
weird
that.
twist.
Yeah.
Why did they go in that direction?
I don't know. I really kind of feel like it was punishment to the actress. I think Dexter, the actor, was like, I don't really like her anymore. Let's make her weird.
Yeah,
She's going to have a crush on me. Because
You
how
feel
could
like
she
he
not?
had that much power?
He was the main character.
Yeah, but still, he was the actor. He
Also-
wasn't the director.
Just to drop a little tea,
Okay.
that actress,
Yeah, from Louisville, isn't she?
2 degrees of separation. She's Amy's cousin, my friend Amy.
Hey, Amy. Do you think Amy listens?
Yeah, no, I don't think she does. I tried to.
Then I take back that hello, Amy.
I tried to get invited to one of her family's wedding back when they were married.
Of course you did. So you
I
could
was
meet
like,
her.
Could
So you can meet
I
Deb.
go to that wedding? And she was like, I don't know. It'd be kind of weird. I was like, do you think that Deb and Dexter are going to be there? She's like, I mean, probably. It's our family. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Girl, I'm going.
I really tried to go. She
Well, that's
never
why
sent
Amy
that
doesn't
invitation.
listen.
Right? She like barely talks to me anymore.
I'm
No,
so
I'm kidding.
glad I got rid of that friend.
Kidding. We're still good friends. Okay. So anyways, back to this sexy,
Oh, yeah, I
weird
forgot we're
card.
talking about tarot cards.
So remember,
Oh, yeah, let me look at it again. Oh, but wait. I just need to say this to everybody. I'm sure what they were all picturing out there, because this is what I was picturing, is like lounging naked on the beach with her arms up above her head.
no, she's working.
She is. She's doing something in like a riverbed, and she's got some jugs.
She sure does.
I really meant that legitimately. That's hilarious. I really did mean she's like taking some actual jugs and dipping water in them. Oh, and she got some other nice jugs.
That's right. Okay, so remember my question was like, are we ever going to make it big?
Yeah, this is the funniest card to pull for that, I feel like.
The general meaning, the star card represents renewal and hope. This is the healing and peace that takes place after the storm. Don't know what the storm is.
Oh, I don't feel like we went through a storm.
Optimism is restored and wishes are being fulfilled. Things are looking up. Positive vibes. You can shed your inhibitions and just be authentically you. Take center stage. Fame, baby. You're a star.
What?
Isn't that weird?
But shit, we're gonna have to go through a storm first.
No,
What's that storm
maybe
gonna
the
be?
storm was that guy who announced his departure. I won't
From
name
our
him.
podcast? Who?
Yeah, remember, he was like, oh, I guess y'all know who I'm voting for and why I won't be listening anymore. And
Richard.
we said,
I'll say his name.
I was trying to be nice.
It's our fucking podcast.
That's
I don't
true.
care. Everybody else out there's laughing. It's fine. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
It's
Anyway,
fine.
but yeah, that guy. I thought for a minute, like you meant we at one point had a guy in this podcast, and I'm like,
Can you imagine?
Did I like lose my mind at some point?
Gosh.
But yeah, could you imagine?
It'd be horrible. Unless it was like one of the guys we like.
I don't think Richard. I wouldn't say Richard was a storm. I would more so.
We're going to blame it on that so that we don't have to worry about an upcoming storm.
Okay, but what's more of a storm like what we're going through right now? Not with the podcast, but like the whole world is a storm right now. So we're gonna go through this.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
So that was my first card.
Okay.
And then she's like, let's do it again. So I'm like, okay.
Well, hell yeah. You just got fame, baby. Let's roll the dice. Let's see what else we got.
Right. So then I asked a bit more of a scary question.
Ooh.
And I said, like in my brain, without saying it out loud, not that the cards have AI that I know of. I said, okay, I'm going to send this card to you real quick. I said, like, what can I expect for the next 4 years? Remember, at this point, I'm still having a little bit of hope. It was in the past. That hope is dead now. But I was like,
God, if it's Elon Musk naked in the river,
oh
I'm
my
gonna
Lord,
puke.
Oh, that made me nauseous. That made me want to throw
Right.
up a little bit, a lot of it.
Oh
Okay,
gosh, this is a scary card.
I know, but let me read it to you.
Okay.
I pulled it in
it's
reverse.
a priest, right? Looks like a priest.
Yeah, and I pulled it
holding a TV antenna. Doesn't he look like he's holding a TV antenna?
a little bit and giving the peace
Interesting.
sign.
Yeah, something
Okay, he's got weird toes too.
really
interesting.
interesting.
Okay, but I
It
pulled
also kind of looks like my ex-boyfriend, but it's fine.
You are killing me. I pulled it in reverse.
Oh.
Okay, which means like I pulled it upside down. So
Okay.
So you read the meaning or you can read the reverse of this meaning. Again, you guys, I'm so sorry. I don't know what these cards are. Apparently, I did not think that was going to be important for this part of the story.
Oh, is it?
I mean, to all of our people who read cards, they probably
wanna
care.
know.
Yeah.
Okay.
But reversed means this. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's hear it.
Time to fight the man. Time to fight the man. Conformity goes out the window and a new order is ready to rumble into place. Question everything in all caps. Don't accept the standard way. This is time for revolution.
Oh my gosh.
Even if only a personal inward one. Nah, girl. Break the rules and think for yourself. Problems with authority, feeling like an outcast in your tribe, rebellion, originality. Don't be a biter. I might be a biter. Listen, I was standing at Costco today and I was like, I bet half you
bite that guy.
I bet half you voted for him and I'm ready to fight. I was ready all over again. It was like that night at the bar and I was sober.
Wow.
So, yeah. Isn't that weird?
Mm-hmm.
And I forgot to talk about that last week.
That's crazy. I'm glad you saved it for this week.
I kind of am too.
Yeah,
I think I
gives me
needed
hope.
I think I needed to reread it this week.
Yeah, that's a good card. Get ready. Did it say get ready for the revolution? What was the first line?
The first line was time to fight the man.
Time to fight the man. If
Damn
there
the
was
man.
ever a man to fight, this would be the time.
Damn the man, save the empire. Let's go. I'm ready.
I am too. God.
Yeah. Crazy.
You know that, okay, we're just going to dig in. Who cares? I don't really care. And you know what? I'm going to say it again. I'm going to double down because that's just where I'm at.
Yeah.
If you don't like this,
Yeah.
we don't care.
Yeah.
Sorry. Really, literally have no fucks to give about that. So
yeah, if you want to stay and try and learn, you're welcome to. But
Absolutely.
That's as
But like,
that's
if this
as much
is
as I'll go.
bothering you and you're
Yeah.
kind of like, they shouldn't be doing this,
Right.
we don't care.
Yeah. So we don't care so much that you don't even have to announce it.
Yeah, you don't have to announce it,
You can-
and you don't have to listen anymore.
You can just disappear into the night.
Yeah,
Did
and
you
if-
hear that I'm going to be a star? I mean, it says it on my card. It's fine.
And if you're like, when will they like just go back to? We won't. You did
Yeah.
this because I'm guessing if you're thinking that, you're part of the reason that
Yeah.
got us to where we are. So this is your doing.
Yeah.
But anyway, sorry. What was I going to say? Oh, the priest that spoke
yes.
and was
Love
beautiful.
her.
I read this comment, just by not even anybody I knew, but like somebody on that post that said, boy, I bet she's about to get reprimanded from the church. And I thought, you think that woman gives a damn about being reprimanded?
Right.
Hey, first of all, she better not. But second of all, she gives two fucks about being reprimanded. She's out there like literally doing the Lord's work.
Literally
doing the Lord's work. And I'm like, you know who also didn't care about getting persecuted? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
read your Bible.
You get out there, priest. You do your work.
We're actually now religious.
Which I'm not at all. I'm not at all. But like when some Christian asshole is like, and Christian, by the way, those are in full quotation marks.
Big abbreviations. Yeah.
Full quotation marks. Is like, she's about to get reprimanded. I'm like, sit down. Sit down and read your Bible.
Yeah.
Because I'm not even religious, but I know that persecution is kind of what you're going for. Because you're like, I will fight the man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll settle down. Your tarot cards got me all verklempt. Okay, is that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Well, those were two really good ones.
Two really good ones.
So we're about to be famous. And we're going to use that fame to fight the fucking man. We're doing it right now.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, we are. And you heard us. We don't give a damn.
Nope.
All right. And you know what else I know? I know a lot of our people in here are like, yes. And they're right there with us. So
I know.
I don't give a damn. Yeah. I'm just going to keep saying it. I love him. I love those two cards. I'm so glad the priest wasn't naked in this card.
My gosh.
I'm so glad it wasn't reversed.
His feet were enough to be
they
uncomfortable.
Really were creepy.
They're gnarled.
They are very odd.
And it's given a peace sign. It's a weird card.
It is. It really is. It's a very creepy card. I'm glad it was in reverse.
It's got a V on it. Does that help my people who are trying to know what card I'm talking about? The other one has XVII.
Which is what in Roman numerals?
Is 17? I think it's 17.
I think you're right. Is the X 10?
I think
the V is 5?
I think so.
Look at us retaining information. Could be completely wrong.
Also, you should be impressed at how quick I did that.
You did fast math.
Thank you.
Mental math. It showed.
Oh, I know we got to talk. We got to move on because we've been doing this forever. But
I don't care. It's our podcast.
I got so high the other night.
Oh my gosh. Erin sent me by yourself, which was hilarious. It was inauguration night, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well, okay. A couple nights ago, Kevin and I
was like, how you talk quieter.
I know. Well, we took our my birthday present from a certain hairstylist who you have already mentioned.
She don't care.
We split one because it says serving size is half of one of these. So I'm like, okay, we'll split it. I literally felt not a thing.
Okay.
I was like, oh man, I didn't even feel anything. He was like, oh yeah, I forgot we took it. I'm like, I know. So then I'm like, next time I do it, I'm just going to do the whole thing.
Oh, girl.
Oh my gosh. I forgot for a long time. I'm just watching TV and suddenly I'm like, I should take a shower. And the next thing I know, I was in the shower. I mean, it was instant. I was showering. I was washing my hair and I was like,
gosh.
I looked around. I was like, oh my gosh, how did I get here? It was so bizarre.
That's so creepy. That would freak me out.
It was a lot. And so then I'm like, okay, well, just finish because I feel like I'm doing a good job. When you get
I feel like I'm getting really clean.
When you get home and you think, how did I get home?
Yeah,
but you can kind of remember it.
Autopilot.
So I could go back. I'm like, no, I did that. I was listening to some podcast while I was showering. I have no idea what it was about.
Did not retain any of that information.
And then I was trying to brush my teeth. Again, I was like, this is the longest time I've ever brushed my teeth in the whole wide world, even though it's on a timer. My timer, it shuts off. My electric toothbrush shuts off after 2 minutes. But I'm like, this has got to be over by now. It cannot still be going. And then I get into bed. I'm watching. I mean, not blow dry my hair. I did everything. I was very with it, but I was very not with it. And then I'm watching TikToks, and this is how I can definitely tell that anchovy butter paste has hit in.
Oh, the shower time warp didn't do it for you?
No, it did. But I was like, okay, I just need to go to sleep. I need to not be watching these. I need to go to sleep. Because every time I watch one, when I'm partaking in anchovy butter paste, it's like I'm watching a performance of them performing a TikTok. It feels fake. And I'm like, why can't I just watch the real ones? I just think why are you pretending to be on TikTok? Just do the real ones. And then I'm like, nope, this doesn't make sense. Go to sleep. My last video I watched was the coolest / scariest / funniest dance I've ever seen in my life. And I was like,
oh, is it that lady with the glasses and the hair? She's amazing.
I was like, what am I watching? And I was like, I laughed at first,
Look,
and then I was
watch
like,
her completely sober and be like, I am high as fuck.
I laughed, and then I got kind of scared, and then I was like, oh, that's weird that I'm afraid of this dance, and then I was like, I gotta send this to Megan, and then I sent it to you, turned off my phone, and then I laughed. I feel like I must have laughed for 20 minutes. It was probably too, but I was audibly laughing out loud, and I was like, shut up, go to sleep. Like, it was so embarrassing, even though nobody was here. But I was cracking up.
Well, you got back on your phone and you said,
oh no.
You just sent, oh no. Well, first I get, something, I can't even remember now, but it was like something that you just pretty much told me, like, I took anchovy butter paste.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, girl, by yourself? And you're like, it felt right. Tonight felt right. And I get that. So I'm like, okay, well, good luck. You know? And, you said time is so weird on anchovy butter paste. And then you're like, I don't even remember how I got in the shower. So you're like, kind of like, give me play-by-play. I'm laughing. Hour later goes by. And you send.
Was it an hour later? Because it felt like an hour.
I feel like it was close to an hour later. You send back, oh no, I can't stop laughing. And I know that you are all by yourself. And I just sat there. And don't worry, you weren't laughing by yourself, because I sat there and cracked up out loud on my couch. And James was like, what's so funny? I was like, oh, Erin is so high over there. And she is just laughing.
Oh, I was
all
laughing
on her own.
so hard. And it was audible. And I couldn't contain it. I just kept thinking about that video and thought, did I really watch that? That was so weird. Oh my gosh. Anyways, that was my night on Monday.
I love it. That lady is amazing. I discovered her like a year ago.
Yeah.
I watch all of her videos.
Okay, well, that was my first one. And
oh, yeah. It's a mindfuck. You're like, what is happening?
Yeah.
And don't you want to meet her in real life?
Yeah. Well, no, actually, I was really kind of afraid, but I need to watch it sober, and then I can tell you.
She's amazing. I love her.
If you all want to watch that video, remind me after this comes out, and I'll post it.
Yeah, you all should get to know her. And if anybody knows her in real life, I'd love to know what she's like. Like, I want her to be the most, like, boring, monotone person ever, because she dances in her kitchen the weirdest dances I've ever seen, but they're so good.
Yeah.
She's really good at it.
She was making such intense eye contact.
Oh, yeah, constantly.
That it really freaked me out.
Yeah, it's intense. The whole thing is intense, but I'm like, damn, girl.
Yeah, I can't wait to watch it again.
I know, yeah. I'd like to see your reaction, not on anchovy butter paste to that.
I don't know. You might want to see it on. Okay, let's get to some stories.
All right, fine. I'm kidding. I'm excited. We've got some good ones tonight. I kind of harangued this one, like this listener in.
Okay.
Did I use that in the right way?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. You use it the way I've been using it since I learned it.
Well, Stephanie, let us know. Anyway, somebody posted on my Pretty Good Moms. I love that name too.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
That's great.
I actually feel that's totally my description.
Absolutely. I'm pretty good.
It's pretty good.
I'm pretty good. And what else do you
They're
want?
alive. They're fed. Today, Nora said, we're not that strict.
I know. It was great.
That was
like
nice.
the highest compliment ever.
I know.
Yeah. Anyway, I'd say thriving, maybe not, but we're doing pretty good. Pretty good.
World's okayest mom.
And I'm okay with it. So anyway, my Pretty Good Moms group, somebody posted, what podcasts are we listening to these days? And then I'm like, oh, dang. So I could just tell you all the ones I'm listening to.
I hate to throw this out there, but
So I said, okay, shameless plug here, but I'm going to plug mine. And then, of course, Jody follows up right behind me, and she's like, oh, my gosh, I came here to say this. Da-da-da. So then, out of nowhere comes Katie, and Katie says, in the little thing, she's like, oh, I saw you all in the Leo.
oh, wow.
I think it was the Leo, she said. I saw you in the Leo a long time ago, and I was going to write you in the story. Do you still need stories? I'm like, Katie.
I mean, we'll take them. It's fine.
Get in here.
It's not like we need them.
No, we don't need them.
We need them.
Now, give us a year. We won't need them. We're about to be famous.
Give us a year. We'll be too big for you, Katie.
That's right, Katie.
Kidding.
Katie, get in here.
Get in here,
Snuggle
Katie.
up. We are just joking. Okay, here we go. So Katie has been saving the story for us, and here it is. And sorry, Erin, she only addresses it to me.
Fine.
Hi, Megan. This is Katie from PGM. Following up on my post, here's the story. A few years ago, my husband, Casey, and I went to Napa Valley to see one of his best friends get married.
Wow, nice.
I know, fancy. He also has lots of family in that area, so we ended up staying with his dad's best friend from high school to avoid having to pay for a hotel. His name is Jimmy, and his wife is Jeannie. That's cute. Jimmy and Jeannie.
Yeah.
They were adorable, by the way, but both have passed away at this point.
Aw.
They lived in this ridiculously cool house way up in the mountains of Napa with spectacular views and a guest house within steps of their main home that consisted of a ground floor apartment plus another apartment on the floor above it. They said both were vacant and we could take our pick. We went with the ground floor space. Upon arriving, Jeannie and Jimmy let us know that they had recently installed multiple floodlights on the property and that they would pop on and alert them of any exterior movement. They had done this because of a recent home invasion. Oh, that's terrifying.
Yikes.
Apparently, someone with a gun and intentions to rob them just walked through their unlocked front door one day.
Oh my gosh.
That's scary.
Yeah, I'm bad at that.
Yeah, we're both bad at that. They were surprisingly able to scare the guy off and no harm. Go, Jeannie and Jimmy.
What do you think they did?
Boogity boogity. Like,
they just like act real weird.
Yeah, right? And like, just become a bear.
Right. Hey, bear. Can you imagine if that worked for burglars? Hey, bear. I always think
they go running.
That's the silliest thing. I'm like, it kind of sounds nice. Like, hey, bear. How you doing? Hey, bear.
You gotta stop. You're on fire tonight. Oh my gosh. This is going to be a 3-hour episode. Okay. But it rattled them and they put up lights, security stuff, etc. This also rattled me. Well, yeah, now you're staying there.
Yeah, right. Like, oh, of course you can stay there. I mean, there is somebody after us.
Right.
With vendetta.
Oh. After hearing the info, I couldn't seem to get the whole scenario out of my head. I wasn't necessarily worried about a repeat. In fact, I thought to myself, maybe this is the safest time to be somewhere in the wake of something truly rare and dramatic. That is true. It's like, how often does this happen?
Right. And also, I meant a vendetta, if that's bothering anybody.
We'd all move past it.
I was like, stop thinking about that and think about what she's saying. But I needed to say it.
You had to say it. What are the chances of it happening again? I seem to be more bothered by the what-ifs of the situation and how it could have turned out so badly for J&J.
For real, that's so scary.
Yeah, it's so scary. Despite my worries, Casey and I had a great time at his friend's wedding and arrived back at Jeannie and Jimmy's around midnight, I think. As we had been warned, floodlights lit that sucker up like heaven's gates.
Oh, man.
Like, damn, it was enough to wake the whole mountain up.
Oh.
They're like, we are not fucking around.
Right.
This put me a bit at ease, actually, knowing that any disruption outside would definitely be easy to spot. Literally. We went to sleep without incident. Like, how with all those lights on?
Right.
But that was where the story turns. The next thing I remember is waking up out of my sleep in a panic, sweating, listening to the sound of footsteps in the apartment above us.
Oh my gosh.
Someone was clearly walking around up there. Someone with a heavy foot as well.
Oh,
J&J were clear with us, though. There was no one in the apartment above. It was completely empty at the time, so this was jarring. I remember my first thought being, the lights of Oblivion have failed us. Someone has invaded again. I was also literally scared stiff.
Oh.
It's an experience I had not had since childhood, but I was completely frozen. I couldn't scream. I couldn't move. I was just terrified. Sleep paralysis.
Exactly, and that's terrifying.
It is terrifying. I felt like something had a hold of me, as if we were not alone anymore. Finally, I was able to snap into action and shook my husband as hard as I could to wake him up. He was confused and irritated. Come on, dude. Don't be irritated with me. I told him what was happening, but in that moment, everything had stopped, and I no longer heard footsteps. Oh, that's so creepy.
Oh, that is creepy.
The feeling of someone else being there was also gone. You can probably guess what happened next. Yes, my husband tried to tell me that I was probably just asleep, and the weight of the paranoia that I've been carrying around about the home invasion resulted in a very weird, vivid dream that I only thought was real. He also pointed out that the floodlights weren't on. If someone had come or gone, we would have known. He waited awake with me for a few minutes, but eventually just went back to sleep, completely unfazed. I did not.
Oh, man.
I laid awake for the rest of the night, terrified. The next morning, we went over to have breakfast with Jeannie and Jimmy, and I immediately told them what happened the night before. They both looked at each other upon hearing this information, and I knew they were about to drop something crazy on us.
Oh, my gosh.
Jeannie proceeded to say that she believed in me, and what I'd heard was probably a good friend of theirs. I honestly can't remember what she said his name was.
Probably Johnny.
Stop. So for the purpose of the story, my husband said we're going to call him Steve, LOL, who had unexpectedly passed away in the top floor apartment a few months before.
Oh, shit.
Wow, that's a lot of information.
Yeah, good thing you didn't tell him about that before this one tonight.
Yeah, I'm like, you picked the home invasion to tell me about?
Right. First
of all, the two related?
There are 2 threats in this house. One is from the outside, one's from within.
He'd been renting the space, and they found him there on the living room floor. Since his passing in the apartment, they'd been experiencing strange things as well, like lights flipping on by themselves and walking into the vacant apartment to the TV being on or music from the radio blaring. She said they'd been keeping a close eye on things because of the recent home invasion, but were sure it was not someone messing with them. Not after all the safety measures they put in place. They were convinced it was Steve.
Wow.
As a pretty good mom, you can probably guess what happened next. What?
They were like, we're done. It's probably fine.
Right. It's okay. Even after hearing this story, my husband was still convinced that I was just in some weirdo dream state and imagined the whole thing, as a husband does, laughing out loud. If I don't laugh, I'll cry. But I'm a perfectly sane person, and I know what I experienced. As sane as a mom of 2 small children can be, mind you. Yes, hear that. But this was before kids, so I was probably totes legit back then. I love that. I was fully awake, and someone was walking around that apartment. A couple of things to note here. I don't have a spiritual bone in my body and have never really had much feelings on ghosts either way. Would love to meet one, honestly, just to figure out what all the hype is about. So I was really shocked this was happening to me, but I just didn't know what to do with the info. I'm normally just as skeptical as my overly rational husband. I can say, though, I have never experienced anything close to that feeling before or after the event. Also, my husband is actually the best. I'm really giving him down the road in this story, but he's a super good guy. I will, however, probably keep giving him down the road as it pertains to this story for the rest of his life because he deserves it on this one. Anyway, that's the story. Let me know if you want additional details, and you can use this for whatever you want. Thanks.
Aw. Thank you.
Katie, that is creepy.
Yeah, so I always am trying to think of how you're going to debunk it.
Yeah, you know where I'm going.
Squatter.
No, sleep paralysis. I already said it.
Oh, yeah, but you don't think anybody was up there at all?
No.
What about the radio turning on, the TV turning on?
Those were Jeannie and Jimmy's experiences.
Yeah, but in the apartment.
Yeah, I'm going to need to know. I'm going to have Jeannie and Jimmy. Oh, I can't. But I would need them.
Or you could, and then it really proves that I'm right.
That would prove some shit. But if they could write in, I would be able to debunk their story, but that's just secondhand information.
Okay, whatever. I was going to say.
That's legit.
You're going to say somebody's like, squatters' rights, whatever, up there.
I mean, that could be too.
But then I was like, oh no, how would they get in and out of that place? And surely they're not keeping it stocked, a vacant apartment. So what would they be eating? And they can't leave the apartment or all the lights turn on.
Mice.
Gross. Megan.
I knew that pissed you off.
You are so gross.
And no, I am not going with a squatter. I think that she, in this episode, it's not that I'm like trying to avoid Jeannie and Jimmy's, but I need to know specifics around their stories. The TV's turning on, all of those things. I need to know when, what happened, why, how. I don't know all of that stuff. Here's what I know. I know Katie's story, and it sounds to me like a classic sleep paralysis. She talks about she can't move.
All right.
She talks about being terrified.
Okay.
She talks about figments of her imagination that are not there.
But think about when you had sleep paralysis, and yes, you couldn't move, and yes, you were scared, but you couldn't see or actually hear anything, and she is hearing things.
Yes, but I was trying to latch on to what I was afraid of.
Okay, also, part of Katie's story is Jenny and Jimmy and Jonathan's story. What are their names? Jeannie and Jimmy?
Jimmy and Jeannie.
It is part of her story because they confirmed it with her. They're like, oh, that's weird because we keep seeing this. We have a friend who just died in that apartment.
Yeah. And Jeannie and Jimmy sound lovely. They sound adorable, just like she said in the beginning of the story. I bet you anything her husband sitting right there next to her was like, giving her eyes like, old Jeannie and Jimmy.
Here we go again.
These two. I'm just saying, I don't know the context of their stories, so I can't really debunk their stories.
Okay. Well.
But in her specific story, I'm going to go with sleep paralysis.
Okay.
It's classic.
I would let you have that if it weren't for the confirmation after the fact from J&J, which is what I will be calling them.
I mean, they sound like they might have been older.
Okay.
It sounds like maybe what if one of them turned on a TV.
Blaring it. They like to blare the radio before they walk out of the house.
People are deaf.
Whatever.
I'm just saying.
Anyways, thank you, Katie, for your story.
Katie, thank you for your story. And I'll see you on PGM, friend. Until I don't, I might be getting off there. Not because I don't like PGM. I do like that. It's one of the only reasons why I'm staying.
I know.
But, times are hard.
Yep.
So if I don't, come follow us in this podcast.
Yeah.
Keep emailing us good stories.
I might go ahead and what if I just set up a Discord?
Definitely do that.
I'm definitely going to do that before February because I'm going to be off of Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm going to be
off
I don't
know what being off of Facebook does for you. You need to disband your Facebook.
I need to make sure that I can do it.
Oh, okay. I got you. Like a soft start.
Yeah, I need a little primer.
I got you.
And then I'll go through and I'll get all my pictures and then maybe I'm done forever. Maybe, hopefully.
I would just like to take the majority of my friends.
Yeah.
And I'll meet up somewhere else.
Right.
Like I would be like, this party sucks, everybody.
I know, but I don't
Come on over to my house.
I don't like Blue Sky.
You don't?
It's like Twitter and I hate Twitter.
Yeah, I don't understand it.
I hate Twitter. I'm
just, there's no visuals. It's just all words.
It's just words.
Golly, I need look. I'm gonna need an image from time to time.
My attention span is like a gnat. It is so little.
I feel like that's just for like really smart people,
right? Hey, everybody! Remember when we said we're gonna read 2 stories tonight? Psych, we're gonna stop.
Yeah, you know how like when you go to the store and you're like, okay, gosh, I'm gonna put this in my cart, and then you get all the way up to the checkout line and you're like, damn it, this is greedy. I don't need this.
Yeah.
It would be spending too much. I'm just going to put this one on the back. And I'll get it the next time I come.
Yeah.
Because my cart's already so full.
Yeah. I'm going to read it next week.
Put your story back, Rue.
Yeah. We're going to read Rue's story. And she's like, I know. Poor Rue was like, yay.
She's like, I was excited at the beginning of this.
Yeah.
And my story's coming up.
Let down.
But Rue, we're going to put your story and we're going to put it back on the shelf. But not forever.
Not forever, girl. We're going to get it next week.
We're so excited because we'd pull it back off next week and we get to open it up, but it's going to be great.
That's right. Okay, you know what? Before I go into my spiel, though, I'm going to make a Discord page right now.
Well, before you go into spiel, I'm going to do my fan favorite. So mind your own and let me do my spiel first.
Cut that, but you're right. I forgot. Okay, do you want me to be watching you while you do the fan favorite, or can I set up the Discord while you do it?
I could care less if you have your eyes on me while I'm reading my fan favorite. Okay. You don't even like the segment. So you do you, girl. I'll be over here doing me. Okay, goodness.
I hate you so much.
Because this amazing fan favorite, and you don't even have to gasp over there or audibly react at all, but it's Brianna.
Brianna.
Or Brianna.
It's Brianna.
Shit,
it's Brianna. It's Brianna.
Damn it, Brianna.
No, it's the hardest name.
It really is. And you even sent it in.
Yeah,
and
but
told
she said
us.
she goes by either, and she's interchangeable.
Well, then never mind. I take my apology back. You're fine. Calm down. I'm kidding. Brianna. Or Brianna. Damn, now that if it's interchangeable, then I don't even know what to do with that. Okay. Anyway, of course, I asked her to be our fan favorite. Super excited. All of those things. She said, hey, I would be honored to be a fan favorite. I do not have anything specific to plug, but would like to express the importance of mental health and kindness, especially for those of us still struggling with the outcome of the most recent election. Amen to that. Mental health definitely matters, and I am proud to say that I feel that prioritizing my own mental health has allowed me to better cope and become a more resilient person over the past few years. I love that.
Yes, absolutely. You told me not to look.
And you don't have to react. I was just going to keep reading, but you feel like you need to. So that was not the most authentic.
Okay, will you read it again?
No, I won't.
Please.
I won't. My own self-care is making you struggle. Okay. You just, like I said, Brianna's fine. She doesn't need your validation. She's got all of mine. I heard it
about the political climate is rough.
Yeah. I mean, it's a sad one for you to read through or set up Discord during, because you would really resonate with this fan favorite.
That's why I want you to read it again.
No,
okay.
it's fine.
Oh my gosh, you're such a jerk.
I would like to invite my fellow My Skeptical Sister fans to explore self-care and be kind to themselves and others who may also be struggling during these times. Definitely don't be ashamed to put yourself first to care for your own mental health sometimes. I'm like, that is, first of all, such a selfless fan favorite plug.
Absolutely.
You're just like, I just want you all to be kind and take care of yourselves.
And it's like a beautiful little tiny loop. It's like, I want you to take care of yourself while I'm taking care of myself. And we're all now it's starting to
everybody
sound like masturbation a little bit. Like it's just getting
like a weird reach around.
Yep.
Oh gosh, Brianna, so sorry that went where it went because that was a beautiful post. So please.
It is, but also that's a beautiful activity and it's fine.
Yeah, it is. There's no shame in that game. That is 101 in self-care.
Absolutely. It's my favorite self-care.
Absolutely. So anyway, we also endorse that and recommend self-care for everyone. Oh goodness. But for real, everybody be kind. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others. Take Brianna's advice. It's wonderful. It was way more beautifully written than what we did with it. So thank you so much, Brianna. And I said, beautifully stated, Brianna. Thank you. She said, thank you. I'm a huge fan of the pod.
Oh,
well, let's hope. Let's hope you didn't lose you right then. And we'll continue to recommend it. You guys make my commute to work so much fun and enjoyable.
Oh.
Nope, she did not say fun. Just made that up. I think she said much, much more enjoyable.
Oh, well, good. Well, I'm so glad you're enjoying our show, and I hope you still are.
Yes. Please know we were not laughing at your self-care.
No.
Comment. We're laughing at Aaron's way to weave masturbation into any topic.
I don't even know why we're laughing about it.
Yeah,
I'm still on board.
I just laugh because I'm like, here we go. We're talking about masturbation again.
Just a big advocate.
Aaron's favorite subject.
If I was not an elementary school teacher, I think I'd make a t-shirt.
Didn't know where you were going to go with that. I thought you just have a shirt. Career. I was like, I don't think that is a career.
I think
Aaron.
I just have a shirt that says masturbation is self-care. And I would wear that.
I think you could wear that now.
No, I don't feel like I could wear that now.
Maybe not like to a festival by your school. That would be a little weird.
Yeah, but I run into everybody at work. Yeah. Like all of the parents. I run into them too much. It'd be a story. Also, I talk a big game and I'm on my third beer. I would not wear that shirt, but I would love to see somebody else wearing it.
Absolutely.
You know, maybe when I'm like 60.
Yeah, once we're retired.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
That would be funny. Oh, we're gonna be the funniest grandmas, aren't we?
Can't wait.
If whatever it is, it's not gonna be TikTok, but by that point, whatever it is, we're gonna be on it. You know, our grandkids will be like,
finally, I can get her on there.
Right. Yeah, by that point, I will care less. Brianna, you're the best. Katie, you're amazing. Thank you for your stories tonight.
Yeah, Rue, you're also amazing, but we didn't get to hear from you yet.
Yes, Rue. Thank you for allowing us to not read your story.
But still edit? Question mark? We hope. All right. Well, thank you, everyone, for writing in and for being our fan favorite and for listening this week. We know it's hard. We hope that we gave you a little bit of comic relief.
Man, gave myself
some.
No,
I laughed a lot.
Yeah, I laughed a lot.
If you would like to follow our social media, I don't want to go over this. Wait a minute. When does this come out? In February. Yeah. All right. Here's this. If you want to join our Facebook, you can. I will not be there this month because this is coming out in February.
Yeah.
But I did just set up a Discord. So I will post the link in our Facebook.
Okay.
And that'll just pop up at some point and I will explain it hopefully tonight. So you've heard this. You've already been on there for 2 weeks.
You're killing it. You guys are good and cozy and comfy in there.
Right. We're loving it. We're laughing it up in Discord.
Like, do pictures happen in Discord?
You can post pictures.
Oh, the pictures, the images.
It's just like our movie nights.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. GIFs.
Do we have to have a black background? Why is it always so dark?
I don't know. We could probably change that setting.
No idea. We'll figure that off. All of that out.
We'll figure it off.
We'll figure all of that off air is what I meant.
Okay.
We don't need to discuss.
Okay. All right. Okay. And now, so we're going to be on there. We're also going to be, we will still have the account on Facebook and Instagram for now. Okay. Anyways, so we've got some social medias. I will be absent. I hope I can stick with that. I don't know. We'll see for February, but we will still have the Facebook group and we will have Instagram and who knows about TikTok? It's a cowboy land. Who knows?
Ugh.
You can check out our website at myskepticalsister.com where you can find out how to write in. There's a section there under contact. Also, our P.O. box is there. You can find out how to become a Patreon through the website. $3 a month gets you weekly bonus content and a sticker, a magnet, and $5 a month gets you all that plus our monthly movie night. And on the 5th Wednesday of the month, if there's ever a 5th Wednesday, which there is in January, because this month will not end.
It is the longest month.
Yeah, there's just a free content if you just want to join our Patreon for free. You can be a free member and listen to our free content on the 5th Wednesday of the month. So,
okay, let me ask you one question about Discord. Can everybody join it, not just Patreons?
Yes, everybody can join the Discord.
Okay.
I'm going to have a whole separate channel that if you want to get over there and write a funny meme or send a GIF, that's just up there on Discord.
Okay. But there's not like the pressure of it being back and forth chat.
No, I don't think so.
You just post something.
You can post something and then...
Okay, good.
If anybody's like live in Discord at the moment, you could have the back and forth chat, but you don't have to go back and read everything.
Cool. Love it.
I think. I don't know. Who knows? We're going to test it out. We're going to see. You could also write us in at myskepticalsister@gmail.com. You can rate, review, subscribe wherever you listen. And you can just have a great week, and we love you guys.
Pace Fiore. Peace out in Italian.
Oh, very nice. A little sexy.
La 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 la.
Cut that root. Cut all the part where I was a bitch.
Oh, shit. They said both were vacant, and we could... Let me try that again. They said both were vacant. Vacant. Why is vacant? Vacant?
Vacant.
Well,
vacant.
It's now lost all meaning. Vacant.
Yeah.
Am I saying that correct?
Yeah.
Vacant.
They can't do that. They can't.
But they can do this.
They can't do what? But they can't get a slushie on the bottom floor like last week's story.
You're making me laugh way too easy tonight.
Oh.
Okay. It's an experience I had not... It's experience... It's an experience I had had... Hey, we're going to try one more time. I'm glitching over here. Sorry. I don't know why it's hard for you. Jimmy and Jeannie.
Okay, vacant.
Bitch. Damn. And also, touche.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'll give it to you.